Downsizing Diva, and I'm here to say, feeling good, taking my GLP one day. One whole year, wiped away my fears. Done 60 pounds, but that's no all. I kept on going even through the storms. My A1C went down. I still have work to do. Just when you thought I was done, my high blood pressure went down too. Feeling good, taking my tea, but anyway, one left. I have a great story to tell. I'm on the road to lose 100 pounds. Can I do it in 2025? Guess I can. Downsizing Diva, and I'm here to say, feeling good, taking my GLP one day.
Hello, and welcome. I was like, what is going on with the screen? Jeez, Louise. How are you guys? Let me put on my little glasses here. Jeez, Louise, how is it going? Oh my goodness. Happy Wednesday. Cookie, I see you just popped up in here. How are you guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness, it's hump day already. Don't you guys think the week has just gone by? Tomorrow is Thursday, and then after Thursday, it's Friday already. So I love that for us. Geez, Louise. Okay, so who is in the chat? Let's see, who do we have in here, and then we're going to get started. Goodness, I love this topic. um the loose skin of it all. So I want to know from you guys. Hopefully you're ready to chat it up, because I want to know from you guys in the chat about the loose skin of it all and what folks are doing about it. Now, last week we talked a lot about, was that last week? It seems so long ago to me for some reason. We talked about the skincare of it all. We talked about, which we'll talk a little bit more about today. We talked about the nails, the hair, and we talked about the skin. And the skin kind of fits in with that too. But now we're just going to focus on the body a little bit more. We're actually, wherever you guys take the conversation is where it will go. So I kind of want to focus on the body. But if we talk about the hair, skin, and nails of it all, again, we can. Actually, today, my face is a little bit glowy. Look at that little, can you see the glow, or does it look like it always looks? But I got a facial today. I was so excited about my little facial. I had a snafu. The guy who does my facials canceled, and then I had to reschedule with somebody else. And she did a nice job. She did a nice job. So I will give her credit for that. But she charged me more money. It's the same thing. So I don't know what's going on with that. But whatever. I was just like, geez, Louise. It's always something, right? It's always pros and cons to everything. Jeez, Louise. So anyway, so I am feeling fabulous with my little facial. That was my last facial, I think, for 3 more months. Like, I'm not going to get one every month, but I don't know. The guy told me that I could get a facial next month for $99. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back next month, but I'm planning to go back in 3 months. So we shall see. So anyway, I say whatever you could do for skincare to help you feel fabulous, that's what you should do. I think that's what you should do. All right, so let's see who we have in here, and then we're going to get started. I saw, of course, Mel to the B. Mel is in here lighting it up with these comments. We have Mel to the B. She says, good evening, Dee Dee and friends. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Mel. She's talking to the people in the mobile adapted live stream. And let me ask you guys, do you think I should keep the 2 live streams going, the mobile? Because I was thinking about cutting that mobile one out. Now, the good thing about it is usually by the time I look at these lives the next day, after the live, they have like 1,000 views. This is before the views are starting to be inflated. So if you know, you know. So I was thinking, should I cut out these mobile lives? Mobile adapted live streams, because I'd rather just focus the people on the big screen of it all. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Do you think it should stay or go? I'm not strongly in love with either one, to be honest. It could stay or it could go. But I just, thought, after I said to myself, after I get 10K subscribers, I'm gonna cut out that mobile chat. And we may have less people in here, and I'm okay with that because I know it's just convenient to be on your phone. But we shall see. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? I'm gonna also ask my Monday live stream folks what they think. Um, and I don't know how many people, well, like I say, more people do. Does that make sense that I'm saying that now that I'm saying it again out loud? More people are clicking in on that live stream chat in the mobile chat, but I will say they watch longer on the big screen of it all. So there's that. So, like I said, again, there are pros and cons to everything. All right. So, who else do we have in here? So, we got Mel. Please like and subscribe. So, we have 35 people watching. Do we have 35 likes? Hopefully we do. So like the video and come on in, join us in the chat. Keisha, how are you? I saw Ocean in here. Wait a minute. Ocean, how are you? Ocean almost beat Mel up in here. Hey, Ocean, how are you doing? We got Keisha looking beautiful in that red. We got Perfectly Pamela looking beautiful in the orange. We love, I mean, not orange, I meant purple. Geez, Louise, you and Bellflower with the purple. I just love purple. Reminds me of Prince. Hey, Dee Dee, she says, and Diva Fam, hey, the real MVP, how are you? She's saying hello to everyone. This was me reminding people I had to go to the restroom. You know, I'm like to be on time. I'm telling you, but I go to the restroom right at 8:30. I realize when I don't, I feel like I have to go, like an urgency, and then I'm holding it, and that's just not good, right? So I thought I'm gonna go. So I went like 2 minutes before 8:30, and then when 8:30 came, I said I think I could go again. And so then I went in there and I waited. That's what took longer than a little bit longer because I knew something had to come out here. Now, one thing I will say, you know, I'm a lady over a certain age. I'm 54 up in here. And one of the things I noticed is I don't have that syndrome. I don't know what you call it, where women, like when they get a certain age, they laugh too hard and then they tinkle. I don't have that going on. So I'm not trying to hold anything extra because I don't want to get that sensation. Well, and you know, I laugh up in here so much, I might need to wear what do they call those things where you wear um where the older people have to wear those the pins or something like that. I might have to be up in here with the hat if I had that syndrome where I laughed until I, you know, tinkled a little bit. I don't. So, you know, I don't have that going on. So thank goodness. Again, pros and cons. Tracy, welcome back. How are you? Oh my goodness. So Tracy's been going back and watching some of those videos she says she missed and getting some good gems. I love that. Thank you for doing that, Tracy. And how are you doing? On your GOP1 journey. Remember, she was the newbie. Now you're not. I don't know. Are you still a newbie? I think you're still a newbie because you might be 3 months in, 4 months in. Okay. All right. Vivi, how are you? She says, hello, Dee Dee in chat. Oh, we got Cookie. How are you? She says, happy Wednesday to ya. Hold up. We got GOP1 Teacher's Journey. How are you? Now, I think you're in my Monday live stream. What do you think about not doing the vertical one too? Because I know you're in that one. Cookie, what do you think? I don't know. Are you guys in vertical now? I don't even know who's in vertical and who's not. Tiffany, how are you? Look at you with your cute fam. I love that picture. Jeez, Louise. Nancy, I'm so impressed with you at that obesity conference and all you learned. I love that. Very good. Thank you, Vivi. I like this color too. I'm like a black. I think I'm like black on black. I need to take a note from you. You will wear a color. I am all about the black, and so I've been venturing out in color. So thank you. That'll just reinforce for me to choose a different color besides black or red when I'm out shopping. Geez, Louise. Let's see, who else do we have here? Oh, Linda, how are you? She says, in a world where you could be anything, be kind. I love that. You know, I need to have that up. You know, now that I'm starting to get a lot more viewers on my channel, some people just come in there and they put some things that it's like, you know, you could have kept that to yourself. Trying to bash the GOP ones. You will not shame the GOP ones. You will not shame me. And then this one lady on my comments had the nerve to say something bad about Oprah. Now, you know, you guys know I love Oprah. I just love a good Oprah Winfrey whatever she does, podcast, streaming, her talk show. And the thing of it is when you're out here making moves in the world, you're always going to get the critics and the haters. People are going to misunderstand you, mistake what you say. And I don't know, I just figure, if I can look at somebody and see more good they did in the world than bad, I'm going with that. I'm going with that. Meanwhile, we got some people that we're putting on pedestals that have, scammed people, taken people's money, did all kinds of things. I just don't get it. But anyway, I started to delete it when she let off with that Oprah bashing, but I just let it. I figure I'm gonna kill people with. No, I don't want to say the word kill. I'm gonna let people I could have hit her back with some kindness. I feel like that's what she needed at that moment. Jeez Louise. Chris, how are you? How are you? Look at you. We're 20 with the glasses. Cute hair. Jeez Louise, you look like you're in the sun doing something super fancy in the sun. I love it. Okay, you guys are all speaking with each other. I'm gonna scroll down. You want to treat yourself to a facial? I say go for it. Jeez Louise. These facials are more expensive than I was realizing that they were. I'm like, geez Louise, I'm saving money on the one end. Now I didn't picked up a habit and now it's more money. I'm like, geez Louise. You said get it next month for the $99. Yeah, I think I will. But other than that, I'm not going to get it again till what's this month? So September, October. So like around November, December is when I was paying to get my next one. But for $99, I might have to take them up on it. Okay, people are saying hello again. Ooh, we got Pammy Whammy. I feel like you're always doing something adventurous. Let's see. Elizabeth, I believe you did get everyone. If not, you get an E forever. Yes, coming in these chats, speaking to everybody and catching everybody. I think that's just like a feat. Okay. So here I'm trying to catch everybody. Oh, my weight loss twin. How are you? She says, hello, happy Wednesday, Diva and Diva chat. And then look at you looking like a true beauty. Okay, the makeup, the hair. I love it all. She says, oh, happy hump day. Keep the mobile stream, please. Okay. Okay. So funny. Okay, she's like, I'm about to come in here and let you know. Don't get rid of that. Okay. All right. So Cookie is saying it depends. Let's see. Pamela, girl, I try to tell folks with an early chat message. Oh, all the things. Yes. All right. She says it depends. Okay. Stress incontinence. Is that a thing? Is that what it's called when you like laugh? Is that stressful to laugh? I don't know. We talking about the same thing, Pammy Whammy? Jeez, Louise. So who's talking about Vagifem already? Oh, you talk about you haven't had that issue with the tinkling while you're laughing. I have not either. They say, you know what? Now they say it's from weak pelvic muscles, so I guess my pelvic muscles aren't weak. I got something I could check off in my box. Jeez, Louise. Ooh, live life 257. I love that. Jeez, Louise. Okay, very cute. I collect elephants, so I love a good elephant on my screen. All right, Pam is saying, what are you saying, Pammy Whammy? I went to a Euro gynecologist at 55 because I was running to the bathroom and having a hard time trying to hold it. Found out when we hold off, we are just when we feel the first urgency that we get. I think that's how people also get yeast. What do you call those? Urinary tract infections too. The teachers are the worst because we hold it, right? I'm famous for holding it. When I was a teacher, whenever they saw you coming as a teacher, we always took urine tests just to make sure everything was good. They also have reusable monthly cycle underwear. Ooh, I never knew that. I mean, geez, Louise. Okay, you said second alarm and don't get the first warning, but we can get it back. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Pam. I'm sorry. Okay, so you moved up to 1.0, slow and steady. So glad to hear this positive energy. Yes, and that's okay. Slow and steady is good. I slow and steadied my way to 88 pounds down. So I'm good with it. Jeez Louise. Okay. All right. Cheryl, how are you? Cheryl's coming off a birthday. I love the birthday girlies up in here. I love Oprah. She looks super amazing. I love Oprah too. Nobody's gonna be perfect, but this lady, one day I'm gonna read this message. I should have read it, but I'm gonna let it soak in. I'm gonna see how she responds to my positivity. We'll see. Oh, okay. I think I saw that one. Okay, so let's get to our topic. Ooh, you guys are talking about the JJ of it all. Ooh, you're getting a facial next weekend. We're gonna be 20 now with the facials. I love it. Okay, so Pam says when she watches from her phone, she prefers the horizontal lives when you're inside too. Okay, all right. I love the horizontal better. I'm like at this age, I like a big screen. You know what I'm saying for my eyes, but it just depends. Like sometimes I'm not always watching. Who was I watching last night on the mobile chat? It was Round Mound of Zeppound. I was watching him on the mobile chat. So it's just because I was laying down and I was like, I'm gonna be kicked back, laid back on this. And I didn't have it up. Why didn't I have it up on the big screen? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I wanted to turn a different way. Something. It was a reason. Oh, hey, Sora, how are you? Hey, all listening while walking home from the grocery store. Protein. Oh, we love that for you. Walking home. I love that. Very good. All right. So what are you guys saying? Let's see. Ooh, every other month facials, but this summer I did 3 months straight Hydra facials. Yeah, so that's what I got. And Miss Toy asked me what was the name of my facial, and I had to email her. It's called a Hydra facial, and I also get the red light special. And then today, I don't know if the guy had given me this, but today the lady gave me the red light and the blue light. And the blue light is for acne, which I don't really have, but it prevents acne too. So, and I'm telling you, all the stuff it does, it should have did that and more for the price. She was like, I'm putting this on there, that on there, this on there, that on there. So I just soaked it all up. So I don't know. I probably was adding on money every time I said, yes, I'll take that. Yes, I'll take that. Jeez Louise. You have your appointments booked out. Ooh, you got the laser, the chemical peels, all the things. Very good. We love that. You're taking care of business. Oh, you always hold it. Yeah, any teachers, I know you're holding. I know your bladders are like, geez, Louise. Sometimes you have to wear a poise pad. Did I say it right? Poisey pad. I always hold, yes. And you see a urologist. Very good. So I'm glad you're actually seeing someone about that. Jeez, Louise. Ooh, thank you. I appreciate that. And you said you made 62. How are you feeling at 62? I love that. Very good. Okay. You don't have that issue either. You think it depends on several factors, genetics, childbirth experience. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. I didn't think about that. We need to talk. I'm planning on having micro needling in November. Okay. All right. All right, micro needling. I haven't thought about doing that yet. So we'll see. So I learned that we have 2 or 3 warning signals for urine urgency. US teachers hold it long. Yes, yeah, we do. It's kind of bad. So that's why I'm so glad I don't have a messed up, like I'm not sitting here like giggling and leaking. You said I was just glad to wake up. Well, absolutely. And actually, we all are. I always say, I thank God for waking you up and starting you on your way, because while we woke up, now you might have issues and things going on in your life right now, but think about it like this. Somebody else didn't get a chance to wake up at all, and deal with it and overcome it. So at least we get that chance. So, I thank God that, you made it to 62, and I'm praying that I'm blessed to make it to 62 myself. So I love that. Very good. I love it. All right, you're beautiful. Thank you. I started my Zepbound journey in April of 2025. So you've been doing it for a while. Down to 188 from 254. The loose skin is real and so annoying, isn't it? Now my stomach is not flat enough, but I'm telling you, if I get down, if I lose probably another 30 pounds, that loose skin on my stomach is probably going to be out of control. Now on my arms, it's just, I feel it too. You know how your arms have that little scoop? I hate that my daughter loves it. She like plays with it all the time. She loves it. It feels so soft. And then I try to tell her, I got a muscle in there. She's like, no, you don't. Now, yesterday was the first day she told me she saw a muscle. Normally she says she doesn't see a muscle, but that's okay. You've been hearing plastic surgeons suggest microneedling. Okay, all right, very good. My daughter loves them. I'm scared of them though. Oh, the microneedling of them all. And I don't think you're gonna know until I don't know, think you're gonna know until you actually experience it. But wait a minute, let's give somebody told us about a weight loss. Let's give her some. Was that Sonya? Is that did I miss it? Let's give her some confetti. Just Dr. Sonya. Okay, so let's give her some confetti. Let me find it where she told us. Okay, very good. Thank you. I saw Cookie's message, and remember, I gotta give out the confetti, the confetti. All right, so we kind of want to start on our topic. So before we get started, first of all, I just have to say some quick thank yous, and then we're going to get started talking about this loose skin, seeing some pictures of loose skin. Geez, Louise, and I'm wondering if you guys look like some of these pictures, what are you going to do? Like, would you get the plastic surgery or you wouldn't? And they don't all look so bad, but we're going to talk about it. So, yeah. And this is where my loose skin is, like on my arms, the arms of it all. You see that? Bam, bam, bam. The loose skin of it all. So first of all, I want to thank you guys. 10,000 subscribers. We talked about this on Monday, but this is the group that I really wanted to share that with because I've just started going live on Monday mornings. But this is the group that really has just helped propel me to that 10,000 subscribers. And 10,000 subscribers is like the after 1,000. 10,000 is the next big number. So I just love that, rounding up, right? So I just love that for myself. I'm so excited. I never was planning on getting here, but I don't know if you guys know who Simply Taisha is and 2.0 Mommy. They're also content creators and they don't make videos often. Like, 2.0 Mommy, she'll surprise you and put one up, and Simply Taisha is on a little hiatus. But those ladies were some of the first ladies that always used to tell me, like, oh my God, Dee, you're going to be at 10K. Before you know it, you're going to be this, you're going to do that. And I just used to say, thank you, ladies. I was so flattered, but I just never believed it, right? And so Simply Taisha made sure she let me know. I told you, and she said we bet that I would get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. I don't remember that. But if we did bet, she won. But I don't know what we bet. I don't know if we bet or not. But anyway, thank you, Taisha. Shout out to Taisha. I just appreciate that, the support. And then, of course, my inner circle ladies, the ladies that are in the inner circle. We got Mel, we got MVP, we got Mayor Mindy, we got who else is in there? Me. And then we had some other people that just kind of have come and gone, but those are like our core group of people. We meet every Sunday. So if you're interested, all these ladies are in maintenance, and they're very smart. I love a good smart group of women. They're very smart. They're in maintenance. They're into the research of it all. We're going to be reading another book, a different book. I forget the name of it. I'm getting a hot flash. I forget the name of the book, but we're going to be reading this book. So I'm going to put it on my post. So if anybody's interested in joining that book discussion, I think that's great. We've had some good discussions. Our last book was that Enough with Oprah, that Oprah and Dr. Anya wrote together. So I thought that was a very, very good book. So that's a book. So I also want to thank too. I wrote down some folks I want to remember to thank up in here. So I have to I just thank the ladies of the inner circle. And then I want to thank Bellflower and Nail to the Beat, the best moderators a diva could have. So you guys, these are the mods. I love it. I have 2 mods, and at one point we are sometimes this chat is really jumping, and at some point we were having hundreds of folks up in here. And I just appreciate, you guys and all you guys do, in the helping to moderate this chat and just make sure people are following the rules and we're keeping everything positive and on topic. I love that. So I appreciate you both. So let's see. Mel is saying something. What is she saying? So our mods are Mel. Look at her. Of course, she's welcoming folks in here. We love that. And then we have Bellflower is another mod. So if you guys have questions about something going on with the channel, you might want to ask them too. Bellflower, that's her. She's the other mod. So we appreciate that. Now you guys could probably see something fancy going on with their next to their names. I don't know. I can't see that on StreamYard. Another part, other people I want to thank is just everybody else that's in here, like supporting and watching these videos. I just really appreciate that. Shout out to all the subscribers and viewers, and I appreciate everybody. I mean, seriously, it's just I can't say enough about how much I appreciate people actually watching the videos. And then shout out to the channel members. I don't even know how many channel members I have. It goes up, it goes down, it goes back up, it comes back down, it goes back up. I don't know if Mel or Bellflower can put in the chat like the join membership link if you're interested in joining the membership. The membership has two tiers. One is just coming in, just supporting the channel. I want to say it's like $2.99 a month. The other one I think is $5.99 a month, and that's the one where you get extra little pictures and extra little videos. And then that group I want to do something else with. So I don't know if I want to do a live stream. Somebody suggested, we do like my inner circle and do a live stream on Zoom. And I'm planning something for that. So keep your eyes peeled. Also, I wanted to know, like, so if I were to do a Zoom, and mind you, I do Zoom every week with other groups. So I've been doing that since like last October. So this is nothing new. But somebody else asked me about doing a Zoom. And I wondered if that's something you guys would want to do. If you would come to a Zoom, you could keep your camera on or off. Now, hopefully, we want you to put it on, but you don't have to. And then we could, it's just more private, right? Because it's not like out on YouTube where everybody can see. So we would have a private link, and we would come in there and we would chat. Maybe I was thinking of a Friday to do it, but I don't know. What's a good day? Is that something you'd be interested in doing? And what we would talk about is whatever we want. So we can talk about anything. If we don't have to have like a structured kind of a topic, we could talk about whatever we wanted to talk about. So if we want to do that, and I'm going to do that for everybody, and then it'll just probably be something maybe eventually for the members. So I just have to figure all that out. My schedule is just kind of freeing up here for me to be able to do stuff. So anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. I just really appreciate it. Oh, wait a minute. We got a member. The GLP-1 teacher. Welcome. How are you? I love it. Love it. Okay, so let me put that on the screen. Is it popping? Well, how come it's not popping up? Okay, thank you. And it popped up twice. Now, I don't know why it does that. Maybe you're on that second tier. So, but whatever you are, thank you. Let's give her some confetti. Okay, so let's get to this topic. Okay, so we're talking about, thank you so much. Welcome to the Downsizing Diva members. Let's see. Let's have we're going to be talking about the loose skin of it all. So let me hide this. Okay. All right. Channel members, let me take that off. Okay, so the loose skin of it all. So here is my question for you guys. I would love to know from you. What part of your body has the most loose skin? So for me right now, it is my arm. I would say if I had loose skin or something I was trying to hide from folks, I don't want people to see, is my loose skin on my arm. So what about you guys? What part has the most skin that you don't care for on your body? And I'm going to put mine in their arms. Okay. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What's your area? Okay, all right. Ooh, so oh yeah, you said I love Zoom chats. It puts faces to names. You see all the time. Yes. Now you can come in there. Now when we do the DD's meetup, we were on Zoom too, and we like to see people because we were going to be meeting people. We didn't know who. Some guys were in there, at first trying to meet up with us. So we really wanted to see faces. But if you want to come in the Zoom and you're uncomfortable showing your face, I just understand because I used to be like that too. Now, I mean, my face is everywhere, but I was very much like that. So So you could still come in the Zoom. If you don't know how to set up a Zoom, email me and I can help walk you through it to get on the Zoom. You literally just have to download the Zoom app. You can even do that on your phone. I think it's free. Like for me, I pay because I'm on it so much, but for you guys, you should be able to get on it for free. You get on there, you click the link, and you're in like Flynn. So it's just one thing I like about the Zoom is just more private. That's all. I mean, that's it. That's all. All right. Okay, so what are you guys saying? Okay. 11 gems. How are you? Oh, very good. Where is the link to the interview with the plastic surgeon that you mentioned earlier this week? Oh, okay. You know what? Let me find that. My goal is to post that video. And I don't know if you remember me saying, I was I was going to post it, but the computer it's on, saved on, crashed. So, and I haven't had the time to figure that out. But I figured out a way I could get the interview back. It's somewhere else. So I'm going to try to get that out tomorrow. So if I forget, I'm not going to forget. Let me write this down. I'm going to replay that interview. Replay. Okay. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So I saw that. Okay. Okay. So thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate that. So I said arms. Ooh, Dr. Sonia said thighs. Oh, thighs in your arms. Ooh, we got a tummy and arms. If you had to pick one, ooh, right now your thighs. Ooh, okay, your neck. The thighs are hard. The thighs and arms, I think, are the hardest because those are the hardest ones to cover. Especially, I would say your thighs even more because at least you could wear like my sleeves. They're not short sleeves, but I mean, I don't wear short sleeves. I think those are easy to kind of camouflage. Hey, Pat, how are you? Pat says her stomach. You can hide your stomach. Yeah, see, I agree. Let's see. Ooh, I've started a dedicated savings account to get my girls lifted when the time is right. Ooh, I love that. You are so welcome. And I'm happy to have a tummy tuck. Just wish he would have taken 2 more inches vertically when he cut for the hernia repair. Not a true FDL. I need a FDL. Geez, Louis. Okay, what's a FDL again? Remind us what that is. Okay. All right. Yes, people are saying hello. So yeah, okay, so would you have skin removal surgery? So you don't like your areas. Let's look at these. Look at this. Let me get Pammy Whammy off the screen for a second. Okay, let me get this question off too. Geez, Louise. Okay, so look at these body parts. Okay, so my arm is not wrinkly down here, it's just saggy. I don't really have well, maybe I do. The wrinkles are not like wrinkles, they're more like stretch marks. Let me show you. So look at my arm. You see that? It's more like it's like stretch marks and flabby. Look at that. My daughter just loves that. So I have that going on. And so I don't wear sleeveless things because I can't stand it. Now, if I had so I don't know. So if you had a stomach like this stomach in here, these two, what would you do? Would you keep it? Would you just cover it? Do you have it? What do you got going on? And then look at these thighs. And Nancy, are your thighs like these thighs? You see these thighs? Make this bigger. So you can see, I mean, she's darker skin. So that's an advantage of having darker skin is that it kind of camouflages that a little bit more. So we don't really see as much, but that's like wrinkly, crinkly. It reminds me of like crepey skin. You know how people have like that crepe skin. So what would you guys do if you had that situation going on? What would you do? And we know Pammy Whammy is saying, I'm going to have a surgery. She got her tummy tuck. Pam, Pammy, I was just watching before, I started getting ready for this live stream. I was watching, it was something on YouTube and it was called something about loose skin, like, and people regretting their surgery. And these were all horror stories. And the crazy part is a lot of the people said like, a lot of the things that went wrong with their surgery, the doctor told them they were like, there's a 3% chance this can happen to somebody. And of course, it happened to them. which is unfortunate. So they were on there, just talking about their regrets. And the one lady had been through a lot. She said she had 6 kids. She said four of the six were autistic. And she said she had not bought, but she had money set aside for this surgery for herself. And she had this neighbor who she was paying to watch her kids. Now, she said she thought she was going to be in the hospital one night. Like, I'm thinking, is a tummy tuck a one night procedure? And I know it's different for everybody, but she said she thought she was having the one night procedure. And she said she ended up, this was the third day, and she was recording this video, and she had all these complications. Another thing that a lot of them were saying is, they had blood clots, and the blood clots was stuck behind the incision. I didn't even know that was a thing. And in order to get the blood clot out, the one lady said the doctor was sucking it out with a suction thing. And she said that he didn't, they couldn't guarantee that this would fix it, whatever they did. So, but she said when she got home, she had to continue to do that. Can you imagine draining blood from yourself? Like, fluids is one thing, but blood is another. Oh my gosh. So anyway, if you're planning on getting surgery, God be with you. You'll be fine. But I just thought, like, oh my gosh, this is one of the reasons why I think you got to do your due diligence and really check out your plastic surgeon. Really see the person's work. Like that, take a deep dive. Don't just go by, they said on the website, people gave them positives on the website. Well, that's what the website is designed to do. And a lot of times these people, when they get a bad, what do you call that result, they're not going to post it on their website. You might hear about it in other places. And you can't really even go by that too, because maybe they performed surgery on 50,000 people and 2 people weren't happy. Well, those are good odds. Hopefully those odds aren't true though. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends. So, honestly, for me, and the lady has a right to change her mind. But as of today, August the 26th, I can say I do not plan on having any elective surgery. If I have a surgery, it's going to be something I need to have, not something I want to have. Now, that's how I feel now. I could slim down even more and want to be more fabulous and say, I'm, balls to the wall. I'm doing it. And I just never am judgmental about what somebody decides to do with their body. I just think that's on you, whatever you decide to do. Like I say, just do your due diligence. And Mel says she doesn't know what she do. I mean, look at these pictures. Seriously, you guys would consider plastic surgery if you had skin like that, and they obviously worked hard, whatever they did to get that off. Okay, so FDL is the upside T when the mid stomach has loose skin too. So they cut vertical and horizontal. I already had a scar vertically from gastric bypass. Okay, so they couldn't cut the same scar. Wow. Geez, Louise. Well, let's give you some confetti because you made it out and you look great. All right, very good, Pam. Pammy Whammy. Geez, Louise, you're a brave soul. Oh, you want to do a lipo 360, but you're nervous. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I can see how you want to do it. Let me know so I can send prayers your way. Jeez Louise. Lipo 360. That's no joke. I would get a fat transfer to my boobs and a lift. Okay. So you would get boobs and a lift. So you want to be, okay, wait a minute. Cheryl, you want to be 62 with some big old boobs? Or you just want to like kind of, like what size are you thinking? Double D, D, C? I think a good B cup is good if you're a small lady. B, C. Yeah, what are you thinking? Are you trying to be like Downsizing Diva and have these double D's rolling around here? Jeez Louise. I would definitely get surgery on the tummy if it was like those images. Yeah, so that's another story. That's what I'm saying. I say no elective surgery, but I gotta preface that with a lady has a right to change her mind. I mean, can you imagine? Just think about the mental, just the mental shift that you go through. You work so hard, you get down, you can. Some people can't even wear their true size because of the hanging skin. That's another situation. And you get all the way down. You work so hard, and then now, first of all, you probably are a 10, but because of the skin, you're a 12, 14, or at least a 12, right? You can't even get to your 10, 8 because of the hanging skin. And then looking at yourself in the mirror, that has to be, I mean, look at these people. That has to be, and I'm not talking about the arm. I think that's okay, the thigh, but I mean the two belly area, folks. I would think that, and just imagine too. Another thing too, and insurance will cover it if those skin folds get irritated. Those skin folds have discoloration under there. The skin folds. What else do they have? An odor for some people. And then I remember when if you are a big girl, booby girl, I used to put long time ago, dab my under my boob area, so the little part it would touch with like a baby powder, and I'd stop doing that because the baby powder, when it would get moist, like moisture, like during the summer, if I would sweat, it would like be, like how things get like a powder when it gets wet. So I stopped doing that. Well, luckily I stopped doing that because we know with the lawsuits and all that going on with that baby powder and what people were saying it did for them, and all of that. So I don't want to say, I know it's a lawsuit was filed, and things were established, but I don't want to talk a whole lot about that. But anyway, so once you start doing that, you get the chafing and all of that. So it's just so much that goes on with loose skin. And so I would imagine, if I had that going on, besides the way it looks, I think, and then some people's loose skin gets irritated, it rubs. Can you imagine that? Rubbing gets irritated. And then when somebody I was seeing that one of these ladies was saying her hanging skin, she didn't want to do the surgery, but she said her skin was rubbing together so much that it was painful. Can you imagine the rubbing? And she said it was painful, and then she would lift it up, and you start to get bumps. Some people get blisters. So it's a lot that goes on to this with this hanging skin, and that's why it kind of upsets me when people come on here and bash people losing weight and trying to get healthy, because it's like we have so much to deal with. That's a mental adjustment, going from a bigger person to losing, a whole person, right? And then now you got the hanging skin, and all of that. You got the haters, and then you got the people telling them, those people I was watching on talk about the tummy tucks, and the surgery that went wrong. It was all focused on tummy tucks. When I heard them talking about that, they were saying like some of the people were telling them, like friends and family, like, well, this would have never happened if. Well, that's the last thing you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, kick a person when they're down. Why don't you? So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So that's why I just give us credit. And somebody put in this chat, and this is what my channel is all about, is becoming overall healthy. And yes, we're taking a GLP-1. Yes, we have lost weight. Yes, weight loss is a huge focus. Yes, some of our A1Cs and blood pressures and cholesterol have come down. But I think overall, we want to be healthy, right? And we want to live a long life. Like, we want to pass up our girl, Dolly Parton. Shout out to her and her family. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. But we want to live into our 90s. My grandmother lived to 92. I want to surpass that. And one of the things we have to do is just really get healthy. And I kind of try to I've been thinking about that a lot when I've been making choices. Like, oh gosh, I'm trying to make it to 100 at least. So, when you're thinking about that, and remember what I said, this is factual. You could Google it. 20 something years ago, let's say between 20 to 25 years ago, the life expectancy, that's not that long ago. For most of these countries, the life expectancy, including the US, was in the 50s. Now the life expectancy is in the 70s. A lot of places, a lot of countries, 80s, right? The life expectancy has moved up. For males, not so much. So men, I'm telling you, fine. Get in a relationship, get married. Men live longer when they get together with somebody that's going to be after them and diligent about making sure they go to the doctor and making sure they follow up with their health care and all of that. So, and it used to be the statistics. Is it still like that? Somebody can Google it. I don't know. Do married people now live longer than single people? Because if so, I might have to get married so I can make it to 100. Jeez Louise. But so all those things play a factor in what we're trying to do here. It's just so discouraging though, I think, when you do all of this and now you got to deal with this skin. Your stomach is just big. It's not flabby yet. I can pull it with the shapewear. I will get surgery. Oh, so you are going to get the surgery at some point. Wow. I mean, this is just, I'm going to have to really think about this. I'm going to mark this episode down so I can come back and watch it, because it's I just cannot. My belly is going to be looking like this girl in the purple. It really is. And when you think about it, I always like to liken this to a balloon. It just makes sense, right? You stretch out the balloon gets bigger, eventually it pops, right? If you keep putting air in it, most of us get to that point where we got so uncomfortable, somebody could have poked us and popped it. So now that you're coming down and the balloon deflates, this is our bodies are doing exactly what the balloon does. And if you're lucky and blessed with those good genetics, hopefully you get a lot of that skin that just kind of goes back where it needs to go and goes in place. But for a lot of us, it's just going to be stretched out and looking, like we need to do something. And these are some of the pictures I pulled that were not as graphic. Some of them were really graphic. Some of these pictures of some of these folks, I mean, geez Louise. I mean, they have come down so much, and I mean, they have more, dare I say, they have more hanging skin than they have everything else. Can you imagine that? So those people almost don't have a choice but to kind of go down. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Jeez, Louise. And with them opening me to table out the, oh, I remember you talked about that in our interview. So go check out our interview. Pammy Whammy interviewed and she talked about the skin surgery of it all. Jeez, Louise. And replacing with a 10 by 10 mesh. I got to stay. And you asked for, ooh, the third day. I'm glad I stayed there so they could watch you. Yeah. And a lot of these doctors, I wouldn't say the doctors, the insurance companies are sending you home so fast that the doctors kind of have no choice. Now, one of the things, I just happen to be looking at myself real quick. My hanging skin has gotten better. And I'm going to tell you guys what I'm kind of using when I get to the empty jar of it all. But I think it has really helped my hanging skin. And not for nothing, this is my little hack. If my skin is hanging, soon as the weather gets cool, and it was cool kind of here today, but then it got warm. I got warm in here. I know Mel said get some more estradiol. But I think it's the lights. It's so many lights kind of beaming down here on me. So I don't know. So maybe it is. Maybe I am running low on my estradiol. I don't know what it is. But I'm telling you, my turtleneck is going to be my hack. That's what I'm going to be wearing. You see me turtlenecked up all the time. I'm trying to cover up this hanging skin. There is that. Okay, Shawnee, how are you, Shawnee? I see Shawnee. I saw Shawnee came in here. Okay. Okay, so you said you never had boobs until you started gaining menopause weight. Yeah, that's a possibility. That menopause weight is no joke. They cut the old scar, but you think he didn't do something? Jeez Louise. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, Jamie is having that surgery. I was trying to make the connection. The way the hanging skin hangs when doing a plank is crazy. Oh, geez, Louise. So that means you have a lot of hanging skin. See, I can see, Jamie, where you would want to get this surgery. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm never going to say never, because I might. And there is no, I think we say strength training. Don't not do it because it's not going to help the hanging skin. But honestly, with this hanging skin, the creams and the gels and all these procedures where they're supposedly making things tighter. I'm not saying they don't work, but to have the skin like Jamie's talking about, where it's hanging down, to have the skin like these people, there is no cream for that. There is no cream. You're going to have to get that nipped and tucked. And that's just the fact. And you're going to have to get it nipped and tucked. So, like I said in my video, if you're somebody out here that can prove your cream worked, DM me, let me know, because I want you to come on here and tell us all about it. I want you to tell us all about it, because I'm sure everybody wants to hear about that. And most of these people that you see bouncing back, even these ladies having these babies, these celebrities, and they're bouncing back so quick, they're getting a nip and a tuck right after they have that baby, and that's how they're bouncing back so fast. So comparing ourselves to them is probably not good at all, because they have advantages that we don't have. So there's that. Jamie, I'm excited for you though. I think this is going to be great for you. I just can't wait to see how you do. You got to come on here and chat about it. I mean, he didn't cut enough. He did a great job with the lower tummy. Okay, he got the V lines. Yeah, but you look great. And so, yeah. Jeez, Louise. Yeah, I know. I'm excited to hear from her. Jamie, would you come on here and talk about it, or would you, or you're like, I'm not talking about that. Okay, you said I'm scared to do the 360. Okay, so the 360. Okay, so Dr. Sonia, the 360, is it that much different than a tummy tuck? I don't know the difference between those. I wonder if Derek talked about that in our interview. I'm not sure. Okay, so Mel is reminding us to like, share, subscribe as you enter the live stream. Thank you. Miss WW, how are you? How are you? We're talking about the loose skin of it all. My arm surgery included the side, and it helped bring your breast up too. So you've had a lot, Pammy Whammy. Jeez, Louise. So listen to her. She's had a lot. So Pammy Whammy, this is the $1 million question. If I had $1 million, I would give it to you for answering this. But Pammy, are you happy with your body? Are you content with what you have, or do you still want to do something else? That's the question I want to know from you. Because you've had some things going on here. My husband just started. Ooh, your husband. And I'm thanking God. I worry so much about his health. I like to think I am his inspiration. We are 59. No, you're not. Jeez Louise. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you could join me in retirement. Dr. Sonia, remember, I'm retired this year as of June 1st. And I'm feeling retired now. So yeah, I love that. And I know people say, I should be making videos about this whole retirement situation, not on this channel because it's GLP-1, but with retirement, the crazy part is all the perks of being retired, besides not working. That's the number one perk, right? But I don't benefit from like Social Security and Medicare and all these other things like that. I got, when I turned 50, I got an AARP card. But for all those other little perks, I got, and then even the money I was saving on the side, like a supplement to my pension, and I can't even access that till I'm 59 and a half. So it's like a lot of these perks, and I could if I wanted to take a huge penalty, but I mean, unless I just needed the money, why would I do that? It's kind of, oh, who gives away that kind of money, just for taxes when you could hold on to it? Taxes and an extra little penalty. So of course I won't be touching that till I'm 59 and a half. So a lot of those perks I don't even get. So you're at a good age if you're 59, but I say as early as you can go, because if you can afford to do it, because I feel like, and I don't want to jinx myself or anybody else, but I've just known so many people that waited and waited, and I was waiting for the perfect moment. And as soon as they hit retirement, they got sick. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, or when you're older and, we're on these GLP-1s, so we got it going on with the knees and all, the inflammation's gone. But some of these ladies have waited, that I know waited, and gentlemen, and they just were too old to really be motivated to do anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they were having aches and pains and all of that. So, and trust me, I know some people that are living fabulous, and a lot of the crew I hang out with, my retirement crew, when I was hired, I was 20, turning 21. I wasn't even 20 when I got my first teaching job. I turned 21 that July over the summer. So, a lot of those ladies were so much older than me. So now my crew is like in their 70s and 80s. And I'm telling you, they're aging backwards. They look good, they work out, they go for walks. They just look so refreshed. Some of them have been retired for 15, 20 years. And so they, I love that for them. So that's what I kind of see myself as. And that's why I say I got to be a lady who moves, because I think that's the number one thing. And one of the things I hear so much, because I know it looks good, the Angela Bassett effect, where everybody's so worried about their arms and how the arms look. But I'm telling you, the power is in your legs. The power is in your thighs, and having strong legs is linked to a longer life more so than your arms. The arms look great, and of course, you want that arm strength. Because I always say, when you fall, you want to be able to like pick yourself up. Have you ever seen like those commercials? And I mean, those can be staged, right? Because they're actors. But have you ever seen somebody in real life fall? I have. And they could not pull themselves up because they didn't have enough arm strength, right? Because when you're trying to pull yourself up by your leg, you got to grip yourself first with your arms. And so that's important. I'm not saying it's not, but I just think like I would love to see some of that focus shift to, the arm, from the arms to like the legs. But there's that. And that's because I've just been doing a lot of research, about things. Um, with these GLP-1s and just living longer and all of that. So there's that. All right, who said that? Got me off on a tangent, but okay. So let me ask you guys, the people that have the loose skin, were you surprised with how much loose skin you do have? Some of these people that have lost 188 pounds, I still have a lot to lose. So in my mind, um, so I'm doing pretty good. Like, what I'm saying? I feel like I could put on some lingerie in front of, my person and feel confident. I don't feel like I have like stuff hanging and, like that to that degree. But geez, oh man, if I lost like 30, I'm telling you, 30, 40 into 50 more pounds, it's going to be something. So it'll be interesting to see if I absolutely decide to change my mind. Now, another thing I have, going against any kind of elective surgery is my daughter is young, and I would feel so bad. And I know you guys are saying I would feel that way too, but you have grown kids. I just feel like my daughter is so young. I just think if something went wrong, that would just be a disservice to her to risk that for me. Now, for me, now for you, you might be saying, my daughter, my kids are going to be so much more fabulous when I get my skin together. And I'm okay with that too. But I'm saying for me, I just don't feel like I can do that. But yeah, and I'm telling you, so when I've seen some of these people, I've seen lose a lot of weight. I was looking at this lady on Threads, and first of all, I give people a lot of credit for putting these pictures up. I started to take this, screenshot this lady's picture and show it, but I just didn't have the heart to. But she put it out there. So, you got to know if you're putting stuff on social media, somebody can repurpose it, right? So, but I just thought like, wow, she's just gonna have a choice to make. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have a choice to make, because when she gets to her goal, she's gonna have so much hanging skin. Then it's this girl I follow. I saw her on Threads, and she was on a reality show, and her name is Zoe, and she was on this reality show. Well, she had bariatric surgery. I'm telling you, she's going to be on a GLP-1 pretty soon, because once you have bariatric surgery, unless you have the surgery where you can adjust your belly, she had her belly cut. So unless, I don't know, they don't recut it. So she'll probably maintain or do whatever she needs to do on a GLP-1. But I'm going to tell you, I was watching this girl's journey, and I mean, she showed the struggle of the bariatric surgery, she just showed it all, right? And so she slimmed down. She really slimmed down. And guess what? She's pregnant. I said, this girl did all of that. And maybe, I'm sure being the size she was, because, let's face it, some people just really want to be a mom. And some people are saying, I'm getting a surrogate because I'm not messing up this body. This body is what it is. And that's the thing now where some of these celebrities are getting somebody to carry the kids for them. So she got pregnant. And they say when you're taking a GLP-1, it's easier to get pregnant. Remember that. So, but I feel like this girl is going to be probably after she has this baby, she's probably going to be challenged, and I feel like she's going to end up on the GLP-1. But we will see. But I just thought, like, wow, I know what she's thinking. She got her body down, but who knows? She could have been losing weight. Now I don't know. She could have been losing weight so she could have a baby. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's a thing too, where you got to slim down, so you can have a baby. So it's like, what are you gonna do? You say you're having little yeah, and so it's for me. It's just a whole nother conversation. Honestly, I have less than I thought. Ooh, okay. However, I was told that the last 50 pounds is when it. Oh, Nancy. Oh, Nancy, we might have to chat it up because we're going to be in the same boat. That's for those of us who have over 100 pounds. So see, that's going to be me. Oh, geez, Louise. Imagine skin flapping. No, we definitely need leg strength for getting out of the chairs, and then arms. Yeah, I think the leg strength is, but I think it looks good to see people. And trust me, I love the Angela Bassett effect. I really wish I had the Angela arms. It's just not my destiny. And I got to be okay with that. Yes, very surprised. She says skin flapping around everywhere. Oh my goodness. Jeez, Louise. Well, you look good now. Jeez, Louise. That's so tough. $1 million question. I'm very happy, but I'm considering more. I'm leaving it open to facial surgery, like a smize. What's that? Smize lift, neck and knee, maybe knees or inner thighs to inner knees, leaning toward face. Okay. All right, Pamela. So you, Pammy Whammy. Geez, Louise. So Pammy, you are just going all in. I'm going in. I'm going in, and I'm gonna go hard. So Pammy, so you're getting you just have the works. I mean, I give you a lot of credit, and geez, Louise. So what does your family say about you and all these surgeries? Because it's risky though, Pammy Whammy. It is risky. And do you guys think this is kind of like the Lizzo? Shout out to Lizzo. This is kind of like the Lizzo question of it all. Do you think that when people are having these procedures, like a Lizzo, she was like body positive, body positive. She said she was very happy with her body and then she wanted to lose weight. So do you think that people are really happy, or do you think that they're saying they're happy, but they're kind of not? And Pam, or how you feel about that, Pammy Whammy? Because for me, I think you can be body positive, but I think at some point when you're overweight, you get uncomfortable, like the skin situation. So at some point, you might be saying, "Oh, I'm embracing this skin. It is what it is." And then when it gets to the point where it's so uncomfortable and unmanageable, I can see where people would say, "Okay, now I got to do something about it." And I'm saying that's probably where I would be, to the point of doing that. I don't know. Now these cases aren't as severe. There were some ones I could have pulled that was, oof, geez Louise, they were hard to look at. Hard to look at. All right, so Pammy, did you answer? Did she answer? I don't know if Pammy answered. Okay, so wait, I'm seeing I'm going back here. Okay. You agree? You lost 170 pounds. That's a whole person who needs to lose more weight. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Pammy Whammy. Jeez, Louise, you have a story to tell. They don't play that commercial anymore. Remember that story? I got it. What was that song called? I got a something with the story to tell. What was that Manjaro commercial, the GLP-1 commercial? They stopped playing that. They used to I heard that song so much last Christmas time. I'm like, geez, Louise. Exfoliate and moisturize. I figure I'm going to be sagging. At least I'll be soft, smooth, and silky. I know. I guess so too. Mel says legs can protect your mortality. Okay, the glute muscles. Okay, are the largest body. muscles on your body. Absolutely, absolutely. But we don't hear a lot of people talking about that though. That's encouraging. I've lost 130, around 80 to go. Okay. Well, then I'm listening to Mel. You probably are watching those bros and girls that lift. Maybe they are talking about it. But the channels I watch, I don't really hear a lot of focus on that lower body. It's just when people are talking about the lower body, they're not really talking about weights or showing you what to do with weights. They're talking about walking and things like that. So I don't really even see a lot of like leg exercises with unless somebody's in the actual gym. And then they're squatting pretty much. Most of the time they're squatting. With squatting, by the way, that's a great exercise to build up your strong legs. So I don't want to discard that. But they're usually squatting and then they have weights on. Thanks for the birthday. Whoa, you are so welcome. You're starting to get loose skin. You're down 95 pounds. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, Rosie. So we have to sing happy birthday to you because you're in here now. Let's see. Oh, we got Miss Rosie. Happy birthday, Rosie. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Miss Rosie. The big 5-0. I mean, geez, Louise. I love that for you. 50 years old. That's amazing. We love it. Welcome to the 50 and Fabulous Club. We love that for you. So, what you do to celebrate your birthday? Tell us in the chat. Okay, so uh you said, oh, she said, you are not happy. You're just smiling through the struggle of it all. Oh, my goodness. See, for some people, I would have to agree. I would have to agree. You said you are not happy. Okay. All right. Let's see. Pammy Whammy, that is amazing. Keep in mind, too, all my surgeries. Oh, okay, have been paid. So maybe you are happy. Insurance was covering all your surgeries. Yes, yes, yes. We love that. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. Pammy, that's my oldest sister's name. Congratulations on the weight. I mean, 170 pounds. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? My family doesn't want you to have any more. Yeah. But I will say, and you do have to be happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fine line. And I think if you're happy with yourself, that's all you can do is, go with what your mind is telling you to do. But I just think 170 pounds is amazing. And if you lost a whole person who needs to lose weight too, because at 170 pounds, you still got weight to lose. I think, geez, Louise, figure whatever you want. People need to figure it out and make it work for you. If you have some great surgeons too, that's also helpful, Pammy. So there's that. People are saying hello, 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 hello. Okay, so let's play a quick little game, and then we're gonna be out of here. I have to find it. Did I download this game for us to play? Just to get us thinking. Just to get us thinking. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is a good question. I want to know from you guys. Has your body image gotten better or worse since losing weight? That's a great question. Let's do that before we tackle this game. Has your body image gotten better or worse since you have lost weight? And I'm going to say better. I think it's gotten better. What about you guys? Ooh, you're in Jamaica. Hey Mon. Hey Mon. How you say hey Mon? I don't think that's how you say it. So, Ocean says better. Perfectly Pamela says better. I love to hear that. Okay. All right. Very good. Anybody? Oh, Mail to the Beast says better. Okay. Very good. Better. You didn't recognize the obese body. Okay. Very good. Better says MVP. Better says WW. Better says Nancy. Okay. Good. I love that. Better says Jamie. Okay. Very good. So even though Jamie, you have a lot of hanging skin, it's still better. I love to hear that. Okay, so Rosie says she spent time with her family. She got a new rebounder, started rebounding 6 months ago, and it has helped. Oh, with your legs. Okay, very good. Okay, we love that. Ooh, your all-time high was 324. I sometimes think the mirror plays tricks with my mind, but definitely better. Yes, and that's so hard. People, I talk about this a lot in my videos. That's why, because I don't think people realize like the emotional um struggles, and I don't know, struggles is the best word, challenges, mind shift, change that you have to have. And I think, when you've been a bigger person, it's just such a mind trip, right? It is a mind trip, and I'm still going through it myself. Dr. Tony, you said better, and I look younger than my 36-year-old daughter. Yes, I love that. Let's give you some confetti. That is too funny. I love it. I love it. Very good. Okay. Ooh, okay. So Pam says yes, deemed medically necessary from excess weight loss due to rashes, skin issues, mobility. The surgeon even used the part about being a teacher. Oh, that helped you too. Very good. Okay, go for it, honey. I say whatever's going to make you happy and feel good. You have a great surgeon. You've had some great results, and so work that out with your family and that doctor. I think you'll be okay. Just let me know so we can send some prayers your way for whatever you do next. Better, but sometimes I still struggle with body image, and that's perfectly normal. I was walking in the sun recently and saw my shadow. Ooh, it took me a minute to realize that it was me. Not only smaller, but walking more gracefully. That is amazing. Amazing. Just amazing. Oh my goodness. I love that. That kind of just like was sentimental to me for some reason. Jeez, Louise. Yes, you did have excellent surgeons. Yes. And the fact that you wanted to stay longer and you were allowed to. Great insurance, too. Shout out to your insurance. Paying for all that. Jeez, Louise. Jazzy, how are you? Jazzy, how did you celebrate your birthday? You had a July birthday. How did you celebrate yours? Okay, so let's just play this really quick game, and then it looks like we're gonna be out of here a little earlier. Okay, so I want to know, is this a fact or is this a myth? Now, mind you, some of the words can be tricky, like all, everything, everybody. So take that into consideration when you're thinking about your answer. Okay, so let's just try this out. So this is either a myth, you're going to say a myth or a fact. I need to put this up there so you guys can see myth or, am I spelling it right? Or a fact. Oh, okay. Jeez Louise. Okay, so this is the game. Ooh. Myth or fact? This typing is not agreeing with me. Is that how you spell myth? Did I spell it right? Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Ew, it's huge. Jeez Louise, big font. Okay, so myth or fact? Put your answer in the chat. Let me see if I can see it. Okay. Ooh, D, you want to take the skin off your arms? Yeah. If I could get my arms like slimmer, I would. If I could have any surgery, not worry about money or side effects or everything we were guaranteed it would be smooth. I think right now I would get my arms done, but I think down the road it would be my stomach. I think I would probably do that. All right, so here's the scenario. Myth or fact? GLP-1 medications are the only reason people get loose skin after losing weight. Is that a myth or is that a fact? GLP-1 medications are the only reason people get loose skin after losing weight. Is that a myth or a fact? Anybody? Somebody? Oh, Mel is coming in hot with her answer. Okay. You could just put M or F too. You don't have to write the whole word out if you don't want. Ooh, MVP. Ooh, perfectly Pamela. Rosie. They're coming so fast. Bellflower. D. Jeez Louise. At first, I didn't see anybody. Now I see everybody. Okay. All right. People are asking, Jazzy, how are you? Okay. All right. So we got a lot of myths. Okay. And that is so true. Nancy saying thank you to everyone. That is so true. And you know what? Ooh, look at the teacher. Wait a second. Wait, I just had a teacher picture in there. Where did it went so fast? You guys are so fast. Ooh, GOP. I love the picture. Super cute. A teacher's journey. Do you have a channel, a teacher's journey? I never asked you that. Do you? Because we want to go and check you out. Okay, so you guys were right. That is a myth. But for some reason, sometimes I get these comments from people that just are obviously not on a GLP-1, hating on the fact that we're on a GLP-1. And they will say, if you weren't taking that medication, you wouldn't have loose skin. Well, anybody losing weight could get loose skin. It just didn't start with the GLP-1. Now, I thought everybody knew that. But some people, I don't think everybody, they don't realize that it's just not the GLP-1. I think people think that's also a misconception that everybody is on these GLP-1s are losing weight super fast. And I had that same misconception myself. So, I mean, it is what it is. When you know better, you go, okay, that's not true. All right, teach the people. Oh, okay, very good. All right, we're gonna have to go to GLP-1 teacher's journey. Okay, very good. I have to write myself a note because I'll forget. Geez, Louise. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, what about this one? I lift enough weights. If I lift enough weights, all my loose skin will disappear. Is that a myth or is that the truth? Lifting those weights. We're lifting those weights. We're lifting those weights. We're lifting those weights. Dun, 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 dun. So if you lift enough weights, all your loose skin will disappear. Is that a myth or is that a fact? And I mean, you guys, I'm telling you, go back and read some of my comments every once in a while. You only come across maybe one, and I don't delete them because I like to redirect folks and I'd like to put you on the right track. But somebody will come in with an off the wall comment and you just need to lift more weights. You need to lift heavier weights. Well, no, that's not how it works. Jeez, Louise. Okay, so we got myth, 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 myth. Myth, 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 myth. This is the smartest chat in all of GLP-1 land. You guys are right. All right, what about this one? All right, loose skin can cause actual medical problems. Is that a myth or a fact? Loose skin can cause actual medical problems. Myth or a fact? Dun, dun, dun. The camera panned up close when I said that. Loose skin can cause actual medical problems. Is that a myth or a fact? Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, you guys are fast. Okay. All right. So we got Mel came in hot with fact, 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 fact. Okay. You guys, you are on it. Oh, including rashes. Jeez, Louise. That's a fact. Yes, that is a fact. And that's the crazy part is, I mean, when you think about it, some of the loose skin, people, I think we think cosmetic, but like Pamela said, her insurance is paying for a medical reason. It's that irritation, the blisters, the odor. It's not just that it doesn't look good. So that's what I want the message to get out there. It's not about the fact that it just doesn't look good. It is a medical necessity, for you to have that. Can you imagine that irritating skin rubbing together, causing rashes? Sometimes pus can come out, blister, all that. So it's just a lot that can go on with that hanging skin. So, it is smart to remove it if you can, and you can medically handle it. If it's, interfering with your day to day, usually that's what insurance companies say. If it interferes with your, what you can do from day to day, it's an issue. And I would venture to say that that's an issue. All right. So you guys were all right. That's a fact. What about this one? Ooh, protein and strength training are important while losing weight. Is that a myth or is that a fact? Protein and strength training are important while losing weight. Myth or fact? Yeah, bumps and rashes. That's another. Yeah. Protein and strength training are important while losing weight. Myth or fact? On Wednesdays, I drink after 7:30, and trust me, I pay for it. I want to be up going to the bathroom. I need to stop drinking. What time is it? Oh yeah, okay. After 10 o'clock, I'm not gonna drink anything else. So I got get a couple sips in before 10 o'clock. Usually during the week though, I try not to drink after I eat, which is usually 7:30. By 8, I'm done with my drinks too. Or usually really 7:30. Okay, so what are you guys saying? I don't even see where it started off because it's just a fact. A fact. Jeez Louise. That strength training is so important and the protein. And this is one of the things that, I've been trying to stress in my videos is, eating protein is great, but you can eat protein and protein and protein. And if you don't lift weights, you're not going to see results. I made videos about the importance of eating protein a long time ago. I said I was going to go back and watch the video and see if I need to redo the video or put it out again. This was early on in my journey. And when I was learning how important protein was, like my doctor didn't start off telling me that. I just kind of learned being on this GLP-1 journey. And also, I always think about like the big bodybuilders, remember the Arnold Schwarzeneggers of the world, I was going to say. Now, he kept his physique up. Him, Sylvester Stallone. But it's some of these bodybuilders that once they stop lifting, they're still eating all this protein. They're carnivores, keto, they're eating a lot with keto, eating a lot of meat. And they stop eating the protein. I mean, they stop working out, and that muscle turns to fat. So now they're just big, they're big and fat. They're not big and muscular. So you got to have to work out if you're eating all that protein. So I'm just saying, geez, Louise. Okay. That's you up there. Oh yeah. Geez, Louise. Today. Oh, it's your anniversary. Anniversary. Do you know what today is? Oh, so happy anniversary. That is so cool. Dr. Tony. A year. Can you believe you've been taking that for a year? Okay, so Dr. Tony, this is the $1,000,000 question for you. Knowing what you know as of today, your year in, if you had the option to take the GLP-1 all over again, would you take it again? Is that something you would do again? Tell us yes or no. And if you don't mind telling us why, I think that's, especially if you're a newbie watching or listening, I think that's a great kind of reflection question to ask. So while she's thinking about that, hopefully she can answer. This is the last one. Ooh, this is a good one. Maybe we'll do the bonus. Oh, a cream can completely eliminate your major loose skin. Is that a myth or is that a fact? The creams of it all are going to eliminate your major loose skin. Is that true or false? I mean, a myth or a fact? Myth or fact? Is that a myth or a fact? M or F? Is that an M or F? I know those kids were all probably thinking like, we remember when Miss Thomas used to sing to us all the time. Their new teacher is probably like, is it M or is it F? Meanwhile, I'm singing, hey kids. And I'm sure that probably got on some of the kids' nerves though too. Jeez, Louise. Okay, all right. What are you guys saying? Ooh, okay. Okay, maybe my bonus one will trick you guys because you guys are just super smart. Jeez, Louise. Okay, so we got all these people. People are saying happy anniversary. We got myth. Okay, so you guys are false myth. Oh, wait. Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, yes. We love it. Okay, very good. That is a myth. Okay, this is the last one. Loose skin means your weight loss journey was not successful. Is that a myth or is that a fact? If you got a lot of loose skin, honey, you did something wrong. Is that a myth or a fact? If you have a lot of loose hanging skin, you done something wrong. Dun, 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 dun. Shame on you. Is that a myth or is that a fact? All right, you guys are right. Okay, all right, very good. All right, so the last thing, myth, you guys are so right. Myth, 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 myth. The last thing I'm going to ask you, and you could just tell me in the chat if you've done it or not. You could just say yes or no. Okay, but here's the question, the answer to the question. Yes, and sooner. Oh my goodness. Oh, my daughter's sleeping. Let me quiet down. I was prescribed it in March of 2025, but I did not start until August of 2020. Oh, I love that. I was afraid too. Okay, all right. I was afraid of the side effects. I had 5 boxes in the fridge because of fear. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. Thank you for taking time to type that and tell us that. I'm sure that's going to help somebody watching this on the replay, listening to it now, scared to take that injection. You know, people have told me that they've like watched the videos and, you know, had to work their way up into actually taking the injection. They were so afraid to. So, you know, I know sometimes we think, oh, this little comment is not going to mean anything. It does really help so many people. It really does. So many people are afraid to start. And I say that about anything in life. Start where you are. Start where you are. Start before you're even ready because you're probably never going to be ready. There's always going to be a reason not to start. So I love that. Okay, so let me ask you guys. Um, I'm going to just throw something out and I wanted you to tell me if you're using it, yes. If you're not, no. Just say yes or no. And if you want to explain it, you can. So, are you guys using a cream, some kind of cream? I don't know what it's called, what it is, but do you use a cream that you think is going to help with this loose skin? Has anybody tried to use a cream like that? Yes or no? And I'm going to say yes. I have, you know, I had this cream. It's called you guys know that brand Burt's Burt's. I think it's Burt's Bees. It might be Burt's Bees. And it was supposed to you're supposed to put it on and it was supposed to help with loose skin and it was supposed to help with stretch marks. No, no, no. Did not work for me. So it might be working for somebody because they're still in business with it, but it's not working for me. Geez, Louise. When I started, I have not had one side effect in over a year. I mean, amazing. Do a happy dance on that one. Very good. And you know, honestly, I think a lot of these side effects are self-inflicted. I will say that. But I think and not for everybody, but I mean, sometimes I think people are just eating fatty, high fat fried foods and that's going to upset your stomach. That's why a lot of folks are nauseous. But you could be somebody who's just not eating that and eating whole foods and doing everything right and you still could have, you know, an upset stomach. So I realize that, but I think a lot of folks are kind of, you know, it's what they're eating that's not really agreeing with them. And so there's that. Okay, so yeah, I said it. Okay, all right. So okay, so we got a yes. Me, I said yes. Okay, no, these no's. Good for you. You weren't falling for the okey doke. We love that. Yes, you tried some for the arms. Yeah, me too. Arms and belly. Ooh, cocoa butter, olive oil, castor oil. I think it helps. Okay, very good. Some people swear by castor oil, and some people say it doesn't work at all. I was afraid of the injection too. My normal tools stopped working due to menopause. That's a thing. I got fed up with weight going up and I couldn't breathe walking. I had no side effects either. So, Dr. Tony, did you do something to address the menopause, like HRT, BHRT, or it just got better with taking the GLP-1? Um, as far as your side effects, now there are side effects that you probably don't realize you have going through menopause with your low estrogen level. So there's that. But I mean, the side effects that you notice that you can relate to the menopause, have you done anything to address those other than the GLP-1? Yes, but it's not to take away the loose skin. Just helps with it helps with the appearance of it. Okay. All right, very good. All right, what about have you guys ever used a waist trainer? Are you guys using a waist trainer? I'm wondering if are using a waist trainer. And if you're using a waist trainer and you think it works, let us know the name of it. So, are you using a waist trainer? Curious about that. Anybody? Uh, all right. Let me see. Ooh, okay, so we got, I don't know where I left. Oh, okay. Ooh, yes, I feel so much better. HRT. Okay. All right, very good. I love that. I'm glad. Okay, so Pam says no. Pammy Whammy says no, no waist trainer, no waist trainer. I use a waist trainer. Do you think it works? I know it holds you in. No, now, but I have used one before. Okay. All right. I tried to use a waist trainer, but it didn't. It's so uncomfortable to me. I couldn't stand it. My waist trainer sits looking at. Well, it could be friends with mine because mine is sitting too. Sometimes I wear one while working out in a faja. Is it a faja under your dresses? Okay. See, I can't get on board with those either. Jeez Louise, I'm so bad. All right, very good. So you guys are trying some different things. I love that. What about this one? What about? Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. Let me delete this one. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, what about red light therapy for your face, for your neck, for your body? You know, they have the red light therapy. That company that reached out to me, I didn't realize they had red light therapy pads, back pads for back pain. I guess sports people use it for their knees and for their legs. So and I had a red light therapy facial this today earlier this morning. So what about, are you guys using red light therapy? Okay, you said, oh, that waist trainer helps you sweat more when you work out. Your stomach has gone down. All right, very good. So we got somebody with a testimony up in here. Cookie is saying, is it for the waist trainer? Seeing as though it's male, I'm gonna say it's for the HRT. You feel comfortable, uncomfortable without shape. Oh gosh. Geez, Louise, I wish I could be like that. I feel so uncomfortable with it on. Okay, so yes, red light therapy. I'm giving you the red light special. So are you guys no? Okay, no. So we got a no. No red light therapy. Okay. Have the face and you want the matte next. Yeah, the matte, they use that for the joints and all that. You have it for your face. Okay, very good. You use several waist trainers before the GLP-1 and it worked. I can't wear it since, oh, it upset your, is it that tight that it upsets your stomach? Oh, okay. So yes to the red light therapy. Just finished a red light face and mask and neck treatment. You use red light therapy mask 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, very good. Okay, I love that. And I'm telling you guys, when I went to get my facials, they told me the number one thing you can do to help your face with the aging of it all, the wrinkles and all that is to get a red light therapy treatment or mask of your own that you use at home. So there's my tip if you didn't know. Get that red light therapy mask. I'm gonna get one. So let me buy one first, and then I'm gonna tell you if it works. That company that reached out to me, I told you they were rude to me. So somebody's rude to me. I'm not. And somebody was telling me, well, people from other countries, that's kind of how they talk. But I think if you're just like if I was going over to another country and I had to learn their ways and how to deal and maneuver, I feel they have to do that over here. So it was just kind of rude and it just turned me off. So it's like, geez, Louise, I'll buy my own. Okay, so Mel was doing hers while watching the live. Now I say that's a great way to multitask. What about, guys, have you ever had a body wrap? Do you even know what that is? Who's ever had a body wrap? Now, I'm going to tell you something about these body wraps. They were a huge deal like 10, 15, 20 years ago. It was all the rage here in Ohio having a body wrap. Have you guys ever had a body wrap? Anybody? Somebody? Ever had a body wrap? If you haven't had a body wrap, I would try it. Just to try it. I mean, if you can, you want to be adventurous, I would try to get one. Mm, All right. No body wrap. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna tell you, years ago I had a body wrap and they do it, it was centers, like not a center, but like a standalone kind of, it wasn't like in a salon where they do everything else. These were like body wrap places that you go and they would wrap you up in like I want to say it was like almost reminded me of like a mummy, like with bandages. And then they would wrap you with saran wrap. It was like a saran wrap. And you would sit under this table. It was like a light. I don't think it was a red light. And you would sit and you would almost, you could kind of be like, it was heated. So it was kind of always reminded you of like a sauna. But it was a guarantee that when you left out of there, you were going to be some inches down. And I am telling you, I was trying to get in this dress. I was trying to get in this dress, and I'm telling you, I fit into the dress by the hair on my chinny, the skin of the hair on my chinny chin chin. And I did. I lost inches. I got in that dress. Now you can't go out there and go grab a burger and fries. You got, you kind of have to kind of, eat, whole foods on the healthier, lighter side. And so I want to say I needed to fit in that dress by Saturday. It was fitting, but it was super tight. I had that body wrap, and maybe I had it on a Thursday because I think I had one day in between. That Saturday, that baby was fitting me quite all right. So I did have a body wrap. So that's a thing. I don't know if people are doing them now, but it's kind of like yeah, you're wrapped up and you lose inches. So it's like having a waist trainer all over kind of your body. I mean, and when I say they wrap you all the way up, they wrap you all the way up to your vajayjay. Like they wrap you. If you're wrapped, your arms, everything. Only thing that's not wrapped is your head and your face. So if you haven't had one of those, I would. Well, it is, but you're in there for, you don't leave out of the place with it. They take it off when you leave out. So you're in there getting it when you're in the place. Okay, so anybody with the body wrap? Oh, Mel says, I love my face and neck. The red light mask. It's worked for you after 16 months of being compliant. Okay, so you are faithful. And what she's saying is she's faithful about doing it. She's not like skipping sessions and all that. Okay, you said, oh, you remember them being all the rage. Yeah, at one point, body wraps were what was up. No, I went to a body. Oh, you went to a party. What? That I've never heard of a party. Did I? You know what? I take that back. Now at the party, you are right. I do remember having a going to a body wrap party and they raffled off a body wrap. And I don't know if you could buy one. Could you buy one? I think that's probably how I heard about it. Now that I'm thinking about it. You had somebody body wrap you. No, that does not count. It does. It is constricting, but to get those couple of those inches, I'm telling you, you need to get yeah, it is. The key is compliance, which is another word is being consistent. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, you never had a body wrap, Vivi. Ooh, you gotta try one. You gotta try one. Did you feel like a mummy? I did. And somebody was right. It is constricting, but you feel like boxed in, but it's good for the cause. Us women, we're going to do things for the fashion and all that of it all. Okay, so I'm going to ask you one last question and put these in the chat, as many of them as you can fit in the chat. But what supplements do you guys take? I guess that's the last question I want to know. And then I'll tell you some of these supplements. Did I take them back downstairs? Okay. So what do you guys take? This is one of the supplements that helps you sleep. Well, me, I don't know if it's going to help you, but this magnesium glycinate, that's a good one. What else am I taking? Here, I have in here my B12, organic B12. This is for energy. And the rest of my supplements are downstairs. So I take a great vitamin supplement. It's organic. It's through. I love the supplements called Garden of Life. Usually they're organic. They're organic. A little bit pricier, but I think it's worth it. I take that. I take a vitamin D supplement. I take What else? Oh, a Q. What's it called? Q. A CoQ10. Is that what it's called? CoQ10. I take that. I stopped taking my fish oil supplements because I've been eating more salmon. So I haven't felt like I needed it, but we will see when I get my blood work done in a few months here. But I feel like if I'm eating salmon 2 to 3 times a week, that's one less supplement I could take, but I could be wrong. So we'll see. So I got that. What else do I take? That's really it. Like sometimes I'll take a good black seed oil. I have those supplements. So I like the ashwagandha. Sometimes I've taken those, but I've backed off of those because I'm trying to narrow my supplements down. Sometimes I like this brand, the Now brand. Some of their things I like. So you guys, I've shown this a million times. My psyllium husk, which is the fiber. Um, and that's it. I mean, that's it. Those are my basics that I'm taking. I think, a multivitamin, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, especially if you're not eating that seafood where you're getting, it's great for your brain. The Q10, is that a CoQ10? That's great for your heart, your cells, and all that. So, I mean, whatever you take, and then calcium, I'm getting in my multivitamin. Now, ultimately, remember, supplements don't replace food. The reason why you take a supplement is because maybe, who's getting in, with the diet, the standard diet is telling you to get in with all those fruits and vegetables. I mean, some people I know maybe focus in on that and get all yours in. You don't need a supplement. And I'm going to admit, I'd be the first to admit, I have a hard time getting all that stuff in. So I take mine as a supplement. I'm not an outside girl. At one point, my vitamin D was low. So now, since I've been taking that supplement, which has been some years now, it's where it needs to be. But I know people take different things. Oh, it's CoQ10. Okay, I always get that. I can mess up a name in a heartbeat. So I think this is good to give people ideas of kind of what they could take. Now, whatever we say, go to your doctor, make sure it's okay for your doctor. Every time I go to the doctor, it's a questionnaire I fill out and it's online, and basically it's kind of updating what I'm taking. So if I take something off the list, I indicate it. If I add something on, I indicate it. So my doctor does know, what I'm taking for multivitamins. I used to use Grooms. I had a link, an affiliate link with them. Now they've blown up. When I first started taking the Grooms, they were just starting. They were up and coming, and great company. It seems like a great company, but they were so expensive. I just couldn't afford it. At one point, I was buying them for me and my daughter, and I liked the fact that they were gummies because they were just so easy. You could get a multivitamin. Now they have all kind of different ones. So that's something you could look into. I haven't been affiliated with them in a while. I used to have, talk about them and put up the link. When I got my blood work back after taking them and laying off my supplements I was normally taking, it wasn't as good. So, and I was like, so that made me kind of go back to what I was doing when I had great, results. So there's that. That's just me. Everybody's different. Okay. So you take a multivitamin, vitamin C, fiber, potassium. You only take Mago 7 on occasion as needed. Yes, and I think that's important to point out, Pamela, because I think some people, when they hear us, a lot of these content creators are talking about the Mago 7 of it all. It's a cleanse. So really you shouldn't be taking it every day. And I would venture to say maybe not even every other day. Because that's a lot to be taking a cleanse like that. So that's just my opinion. If you're going to take something more regularly, I would, opt for something like this that's more kind of more natural on your body. But, don't ask me. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying. I would check with that doctor first before you take that Mago 7 more than, 2 or 3 times a week. Bariatric multivitamin and sea moss gel. Oh, I used to take some sea moss pills and stopped. Mago 7 as needed. Okay, very good. Vitamin D3, K2, magnesium, multivitamin, Dr. Tony. Sounds good. Ooh, creatine, berberine. Is that berberine? Vitamins, protein powder. Okay, very good. Okay. Ooh, Nutrafol. Okay, you're taking the Nutrafol. Okay, you have to let us know how that works for you. A good multivitamin, D, calcium, magnesium, psyllium husk powder for extra fiber. So you take yours in the powder. Creatine, collagen, proteins. Okay, very good. You guys are doing it. Okay, so you take iron, calcium, vitamin D3, a B12, a multivitamin, fiber, gummy, biotin, CoQ10, magnesium, some others. You're probably like Mel and I with this big old container. I'm gonna bring that next week, and so you can see my big pill dispenser. It's actually in the description of this video. One of the best purchases, cheapest best purchases I've ever made. To put all my medicine fit in that one thing. You know how some of these little medicine containers can be so small. Like if you get them from Walgreens, CVS, they're not big enough for all the stuff I was taking. All right. Ooh, probiotic. Okay, very good. Okay, we got magnesium, multivitamin, and a D3. D3. I love the basics there. Love it. A bariatric multivitamin. Which brand do you recommend? She's asking. Ooh, Dr. Sonia says black seed bitters. Ooh, soups. Is it sour soup bitters? I heard that sour soup. Is that? Am I pronouncing it right? I heard that is a very good supplement to take. Collagen too. Okay, very good. I'm taking all of this mode too. I just made the Sam Shake Skin Nails. Oh. Okay. So you went to Sam's Club, are you saying? And you got okay. And I just bought now. Okay, very good. Okay, so let us know how that works. Now that's the only thing. It might work for me. At least I'm thinking it does. All right. But it might not work for you. So you have to keep us posted. But if you're always already taking something for hair, you're gonna have to stop doing that and just to really see if this works, right? Because otherwise you're not gonna know. And I think that's kind of where we could go wrong. We double stack and we stack up these supplements and we truly don't know what's working because how do you isolate when you're taking so many things like that? So but I'm interested. Okay, very good. Fish, walnuts, flax seeds for omega 3. Yes, very good. Now, I don't really eat walnuts. I'm going to be honest. Flaxseed, sometimes I put it on my salad and sometimes I don't. I haven't eaten a good salad. Finally, I bought lettuce because I'm in the Midwest, Ohio, where that breakout that was making folks sick and killed some folks too. So I've been very careful, but I said tomorrow I'm going to eat a piece of fish and I'm gonna make a salad and maybe I'll put flaxseed on it now that you say that. Because I probably would not have, but it's sitting pretty in my in my cabinet waiting for me to eat it. All right, so purple bell flower is given Nancy, where she gets her vitamins, creatine. Be careful, there are many vitamins, minerals that if we take too much, there are negative side effects. Yes. Too much zinc will cause a copper deficiency. Yeah, that's why I said you need to check with your doctor, before taking these. And I know we always say that, but it's so true. Dr. Berry. Okay, very good. Berry vitamins. That's what you take. Okay, and you're a former bariatric patient. Okay, very good. Oh, okay. I wish I had type of. Oh gosh, I had type. Oh, you're on your walking pad. No wonder. Okay. Ooh. Is that Flora for the BJ? I never heard of that. Jeez, Louise. All right, very good. All right, well, what a great place to end it talking about the VJJ. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. That was so informative. I appreciate you guys sharing your vitamins. And you know what? Let's just hang in here. We lost weight. We're feeling great. We're looking great. I know the loose skin can be tough on people. It messes with your mental, but that's okay. Some of us are opting to just, see where it takes us. Some of us are saying we'll never get surgery. Some of us have our surgery scheduled. And some of us don't know what we're going to do. So that's just the beauty of being on a GLP-1 and being in a diverse community. And I say to the people that are having that surgery, just let me know what it is so I can pray for you and support you and root you on. And not for nothing, somebody like me who doesn't plan on getting it, pray for me too and root me on because I'm going to need it when I'm looking in the mirror getting dressed. So with that said, I want to say good night. Thank you. I enjoyed you guys. I will see you on Monday morning. Bye. All right. Good night, everybody.